Welcome to another 4-H Minecraft's Basics video. In this video we're going to cover farming and animal husbandry. To start off, we'll cover farming. So when you want to farm, you'll need three things. The first is a hoe, which you'll use to till the earth, water, which you'll use to irrigate it, and some seeds. And here we have the three basic seeds that you'll find in the world. Wheat seeds, which grow into wheat, and that you can then turn into bread, which you can use to eat. Pumpkin seeds, which grow into pumpkins, that you can then bake into pumpkin pie. And melon seeds, which grow into melons, that you can then slice up and eat as melon slices. There are a number of other things in the world that you can grow as part of the advanced topics, and here are some examples. This is netherwort, cactus, sugarcane or reeds, which can be used to make cake, mushrooms, brown and red, which can be combined to create a bowl of mushroom soup, which you can eat, vines, which can be used as a ladder, and if you recall from the tree video, also grow in the jungle all over the large jungle trees and can be climbed up and down. Carrots, which can be eaten directly, potatoes, which can be eaten directly or baked and turned into a baked potato, and of course apples, which you should also remember from the tree video. So once you've created your hoe and you've gotten some water in a bucket, you'll need some seeds. The easiest seeds to get are either the wheat seeds or the pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds you'll get by finding pumpkins just growing in the world. You'll need to run around and explore, and eventually you'll find some pumpkins, either on some hillsides or in a forest. If you pick those pumpkins up and then you put them in your crafting table, you'll be able to turn those into pumpkin seeds. Wheat seeds you can get by breaking grass. So as you run around, you'll notice that there's grass just like this that exists all over the world. If you break the grass, and you'll need to break quite a bit, eventually what will happen is you'll end up with some seeds. And so those seeds can then be placed onto tilled earth. So you would till earth by taking a hoe and right-clicking on the ground, and you'll see that we kind of scraped the grass off and tilled the dirt. And then we can take that seed and place it on that dirt to get started with the growth. What you'll want to do is right next to it, or very close to it, put some water, which will then irrigate the dirt. And you'll notice that the dirt will eventually become dark, showing that it's been irrigated. So this right here is the maximum size field that you can irrigate with a single block of water. This is a wheat field, which is a 9 by 9 square. To harvest your wheat, once it's grown, all you have to do is punch it with something. In this case, I'm going to use my fist, and I'm just going to punch it, and you'll see that two things popped out as I punch it. There's the wheat that is grown, and some seeds also pop out, meaning that I can, over time, increase the number of seeds that I've got to increase the size of my fields. And if you really want to get crazy, just go stand in the middle and swing everywhere. To show you how that works and an easy way to measure it, if you place a block of water and then use your hoe and count out 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks in diagonals, 3, 4, and we'll do that over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and over here, 1, 2, 3, 4. I now have measured out the maximum size of this field. Go ahead and fill that in. And there's our completed field. You can see slowly over time, as the water is able to reach the different squares of tilled dirt, they become dark, showing that they've been irrigated and will be better able to grow the crops that you're working with. Over here we've got the pumpkins and the melons, and you'll see that these grow a little bit differently. So whereas the wheat, once you place the seeds, will simply grow straight up on the square that it was placed on, pumpkins and melons grow sideways. So what you do is you plant the seed for the pumpkin, and it will grow a pumpkin stem, just like this, and the pumpkin will grow one block over to the side. So to create a pumpkin or a melon farm, you'll need to make sure you have at least 2 blocks of dirt next to each other so that the pumpkin can grow. So once a pumpkin has grown, you need to break it with anything that you've got, For example, I used my fists, and there's the pumpkin that I just grew. The nice thing about growing pumpkins and melons is that the stem, which was used to grow the pumpkin, doesn't disappear. So now this stem, now that it has space to grow another pumpkin, will eventually grow another pumpkin in this place, making the pumpkins and melons a great source of food because you don't have to replant your crops. Next up is animal husbandry. So in Minecraft, as we covered previously, there are a lot of different animals that you can use that have resources like meat and leather and wool. In order to farm with those, though, you'll want to be able to increase the size of your flock and breed them. To do that, you need to use several different items. So this first pen, we've got some pigs, and pigs really like carrots. So as you can see, Yorkshire Hart put a carrot in her hand, and as soon as she did, the pigs became very interested and would follow her around. What that means is, as you find animals out in the wild, like pigs and sheep, if you've got the right item in your hand, those animals will follow you back to wherever you lead them, so that you can put them in pens and then breed them. In order to breed animals, what you do is you take the same item that they like to follow, like to eat, and you right-click it on each of the animals. What you do is you take the same item that these critters will follow, in this case a carrot, and you right-click it on the animal. And you'll see all these hearts come out because the animal has fallen in love. And I will click on the other animal, and these two animals have fallen in love. There's my baby pig. So after a while, these babies will grow up, and then you can breed them. Next up we have sheep. And sheep really like wheat. Cows. Cows also like wheat. There's my baby cow. Chicken. Chicken likes seeds. So wheat seeds. Yep. The other way that you can breed chickens is you'll notice that the chickens laid an egg. And if you take the egg and you throw the egg somewhere, sometimes a chick will pop out of the egg. Next up are mushrooms, which again are a very rare animal, but also like wheat. Next up are wolves, which really like meat. We'll create cute little baby wolves. Although you do have to tame the wolves before you're able to breed them. You're not able to breed wild wolves. And you can tell when a wolf has been bred or has been tamed because it has a red collar. You can see right here in the front, it has a red collar. The last critter that you can breed is a cat. Cats you'll find in the jungle, and of course, just like real cats, they don't obey very well. So the cats that we had in this pen have run off. But if you get cats, they really like fish. So let's go find some cats in the jungle. So here we've got a couple cats that Yorkshire Hart has finally managed to tame. And you can see they're very interested in the fish. And as the cats get together, they've created a kitten.